Jake Torres had never liked the desert at night. During the day, it was open and beautiful. Red rocks, blue sky, endless land stretching in every direction. But at night, the same land felt empty in the wrong way. Too quiet, too wide. Like something could be watching you from very far away. Jake was 28. His older brother Danny was 32. They were driving their old pickup truck down a long dirt road toward their late grandmother's house. She had passed away 3 months ago. The land now belonged to them. They should have come earlier in the day, but they didn't. The sun was almost gone. The sky burned orange and purple behind the hills. "You remember what Grandma used to say?" Danny asked, staring out the window. Jake kept his eyes on the road. "She said a lot of things. She said never stay here after dark." Jake forced a small laugh. "Grandma also said not to whistle at night." Danny didn't laugh. A few miles later, Jake slowed down. There was something standing near the road. It looked like a dog, thin, tall, too tall. It wasn't moving. As the truck passed, the headlights hit its eyes. They reflected back yellow, not like normal animal eyes, brighter. "It's just a coyote," Jake said quietly. The animal didn't run. It didn't blink. It just watched them drive by. Danny turned around in his seat to look through the back window. "It's still standing there," he said. Jake didn't look back. They reached the old adobe house just as darkness swallowed the land. The house looked smaller than Jake remembered. The windows were black. The front door creaked when Danny pushed it open. Dust floated in the air. The house smelled like dry wood and old smoke. They lit an oil lamp and set their bags down. "One night," Danny said, "we grab a few things. Leave at sunrise." Jake nodded. Neither of them mentioned the warning again, but both of them felt it. They ate in silence. Outside, the wind moved through the brush in soft waves. The house made small cracking noises as it cooled. Around 10 o'clock, Danny stepped outside. "Don't take long," Jake said. Danny nodded and disappeared into the darkness with a flashlight. Jake sat alone near the lamp. That was when he heard it. Knock, knock, knock. Slow, heavy. It came from the back wall of the house. Jake froze. He waited. Nothing. Then again. Knock, knock, knock. The same rhythm. Jake grabbed the flashlight and pointed it toward the back window. He saw nothing but empty land. The front door opened suddenly. Jake jumped. Danny stepped inside. "Relax, it's me." Jake swallowed. "Did you knock on the wall?" Danny frowned. "No." They stared at each other. Then, from outside the front door, a voice called softly, "Danny." Both brothers went still. It sounded exactly like their grandmother. The same soft tone, the same slight shake in her voice. Danny opened the door. Jake felt his stomach twist. Their grandmother had been buried 3 months ago. Danny's face turned pale. "Don't answer," he whispered. The voice came again, closer now. "I'm cold." Tears filled Jake's eyes before he could stop them. It sounded so real, so sad. Then the voice began to cry. Scratching followed. Long, slow scratches across the wood of the door. The sound went on for nearly 20 minutes. Neither brother moved. Eventually it stopped. But the silence that followed felt worse. They did not sleep. Around 3 in the morning, something stepped onto the roof. The sound was heavy, then light. Heavy, then light. As if whatever was walking up there could not decide how much it weighed. Danny grabbed Jake's arm. The footsteps moved slowly across the roof. Then they stopped. Right above them. Jake heard breathing, deep, slow, wet. There was a thin crack in the ceiling. Old wood had split years ago. Danny pointed at it with shaking fingers. Something was looking down at them. One eye, large, yellow, unblinking. It did not move. It did not blink. It just stared. Jake could feel his heartbeat in his throat. The eye stayed there for what felt like forever. Then it slid away. The roof became quiet again. But the feeling of being watched did not leave. Dawn could not come fast enough. The sky slowly turned gray. Danny stood up. "I'm getting water from the truck." "Wait," Jake said. "Just wait. It's almost morning." Danny stepped outside. Jake stood near the door, listening. Minutes passed. Then the door opened. Danny walked in holding a water bottle. "Got it," he said calmly. Jake felt relief wash over him. But something was wrong. Danny's smile was slightly too wide. His eyes moved around the room slowly, like he was studying it. "Danny," Jake said carefully, What did Grandma call the wooden horse Grandpa carved? Danny blinked. The little horse, he answered. Jake felt ice run through his veins. Their grandmother had given that horse a special Navajo name when they were children. Danny would never forget it. Never. The thing wearing Danny's face tilted its head too far to one side. "Let's go home," it said softly. Its voice sounded right, but the tone was empty. Jake grabbed the oil lamp and threw it. The glass shattered against the creature's face. Flame spread across its skin. It screamed. The scream was not human. Its mouth opened too wide. Its jaw stretched unnaturally. The skin on its face shifted, like something underneath was trying to move out. Jake ran outside. Behind the truck, the real Danny stood frozen in fear. "Jake!" he shouted. "Run!" Jake screamed. They jumped into the truck. Jake started the engine and slammed the gas pedal. As they drove away, Jake looked once in the side mirror. The creature stood in the doorway of the house. Its skin was half burned. Its shape was wrong, too tall. Its arms hung too long at its sides. And its face shifted between Danny's and something thin and animal-like beneath. Then it stepped back inside and disappeared. They didn't speak for a long time. The desert slowly became normal again. The sky brightened. Other cars appeared on the highway. At a gas station 2 hours away, Jake finally stopped. Danny leaned against the truck, shaking. "It came out of the house," Danny said quietly. "After you ran, it walked past me. It didn't see me. Or maybe it didn't care." Jake said nothing. "I think it wanted you," Danny added. Jake closed his eyes. Their grandmother had lived alone on that land her entire life. She had known the rules. Never answer your name at night. Never open the door. Never trust a voice outside. Never stay after dark. Jake reached into the back seat and pulled out the wooden horse. He had grabbed it without thinking when he ran. The carved name on the bottom stared back at him. He whispered it softly. The real name. The name Danny would have known. They drove the rest of the way home in silence. But sometimes, when Jake closes his eyes at night, he sees that yellow eye in the ceiling. And sometimes he wonders if he had opened the door, if he had answered the voice, if he had not asked that one simple question, would he still be himself? Or would something else be wearing his face now?